As we move on to race number 5 on the programme, the 5th on the 11 race card is the first leg of the triple trio. High 5 heads in with Chad Scow from the saddle from barrier 2. Game Changers beaten by Bold Stitch last time out. Big Fortune makes his debut, his Hong Kong debut. There's 4 of them here. Sky Melody, Voyage King and My Chance all having their first starts here. Lane Perfection unbeaten, 2 from 2 so far, and London City has won over this trip at Happy Valley. That was 2 starts back in November.
Pace potentially good to fast, particularly now Orion comes in, although he was a similar type to Happy Meteor. Exceptional Desire, Voyage King has got pace. There'll be no pace from Sky Melody. Big Fortune's got some speed. My Chance, the other first starter, I think will sit handy. Happy Cooperation's a horse that can roll forward, so there looks to be like some pace through the first few hundred.
Yeah, progressive horse is this one, Lane Perfection. He's unbeaten in his 2 starts here in Hong Kong to date, and he comes in here with a light weight as well, a lightish weight, and he's going very nicely. His track work's good, as you can see there. This is a second piece. I thought I'd show both pieces because they're pretty similar, but they're both doing it well. He seems like a real toff. He's sort of nice and settled in his work as well, so he looks like quite a straightforward horse is what I'm trying to say. Exceptional Desire, he's been racing pretty well recently, albeit all at Happy Valley. So it'll be interesting to see if he can bring that to Sha Tin. He's going to have a crack at Sha Tin. He's just got to overcome his wide barrier draw.
All right, OK, and this being the first leg of the TT, a little over $18.5 million, the jackpot, some estimated dividend in the region of $30 million. Hopefully we can find you all 3 legs here. Starting off with Game Changers and Exceptional Desire, all beaten in a close finish.
Both these horses have been doing their racing at Happy Valley. I actually prefer Game Changers of the 2. Exceptional Desire is a very speedy horse and he's got a little claim here. But the 1200 at Sha Tin's a lot tougher than the 1200 at the Valley, and I think Game Changers, despite having to carry more weight, is at this stage, I think, a better horse. Yeah,
I agree totally, and I've found a place for Game Changers. I think he can adapt a lot easier from Happy Valley to Sha Tin.
All right, OK, the Camford Cliffs 5-year-old, still looking for his first win after start 7. This is Lane Perfection in a recent trial, along with Voyage King and My Chance, who are making their debuts here.
They are. Now, Lane Perfection won this trial, and Voyage King, I thought, was a really good trial from him as well. He's had 4 trials, 11, 15 pounds. He was pushed out to keep up with Lane Perfection. I don't think he can beat Lane Perfection on debut, but I still think he'll run well.
He's quite an unassuming horse, isn't he, Lane Perfection? He doesn't sort of look... You look at his last win, he sort of just rolled around a bit deep and just sort of strided up. He didn't really look to have anything spectacular about him, but he covers the ground so well. You saw there in that trial... He could potentially be very smart.
Yeah, I agree, and he's relaxed, as I show in his track work.
All right, Big Fortune, another debutant, only a maiden win in Australia, but they was tried in Group 1 company.
Yeah, he's only had the 2 trials since he's got here. He's 1,041 pounds, so he's reasonably tuned up, and as you say, just a maiden winner.
Yeah, ran in the VRC Sires Produce and then the ATC Sires Produce.
He only beat 1 home, I should
add.
Yeah,
so he was a long way behind Invader on that occasion.
Yeah, from the Hayes and Dabenig stable. So an interesting runner all the same, but who do we side with, Paul?
I think it's going to be very tough to beat this Lane Perfection because he looks like a really nice progressive horse. So I've got him on top. To beat the first start of Voyage King, I have in mind his trials, and Joe Moreira is sticking with the ship there with him. And for third, Happy Cooperation. He does run quite some cheeky races at times, this horse, and from a good barrier draw, I think he maps pretty well. So he's the one I've thrown in there a little bit of value. He's a 35-to-1 chance, and Game Changers in there for 4th. So 12, 7, 10 and 2 exotics.
I'm not sure what they're going to do from the wideish gate with Lane Perfection. We saw in that trial he could roll forward. There is pace here. He might have to sit 3 deep again with a little bit of cover, but I think he'll probably be too good. He looks very smart from what we've seen. My little roughie for the day will be Dragon Pioneer, the former Kieran Ma trained runner who ran a good race at Flemington before he came to Hong Kong. His last few efforts have caught my eye, and I think he'll run a nice race with the foreseeable pace. Voyage King and Game Changers. So I like the 12 and 8 here. One will be short, one will be value.
Yeah, I think Lane Perfection off our selections is on top for me as well. The banker here, maybe Game Changers as well if you need to double bank at something.
Yeah, although if you've got plenty like Paul, you just single banker.
All right, first leg of the triple trio. We'll take another quick break, come back with race number 6. The big races on the card, incidentally, races 8 and 9, the 2 Group 1s.